This is an interesting question. Why don't I have an Israeli accent when I pronounce Hebrew words? The most simple answer is I'm not Israeli. So there's different pronunciation for different words, just like there are in all parts of the world. Many people speak English, but depending on what part of the world you come from, you could have an American accent, you could have an English accent, an Australian accent. Even different parts of America have different ways of pronouncing different words. And the same is true for Hebrew. I say Shabbos instead of Shabbat. One is not better than the other, and it shows you that there are Jews from all over the world that have different ways of pronouncing words. I am Ashkenazi, for example, which means my grandparents came from European countries. A few years ago, I did a genetic test through 23andMe. If you're familiar, you get a little vial that you spit into, you send that off in the mail, and they give you a report of what your gene pool is made up of. So for me, my report came back as being 100% Ashkenazi Jewish, which just blows my mind because that means my grandparents on both sides were European Jews, and for generations, they were marrying other European Jews. This is why people say we are more than just a religion. We are a ethnoculture. Being Jewish is literally part of my DNA. But there are some drawbacks to this. For example, genetic diseases. Before I went out on a date with my husband, we did some genetic testing through Dar Yesharim to make sure that we were not carriers for any diseases that we could pass on to our children.